Hey there, welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going to be making some lunch recipes. The 4 recipes that I'm sharing today are recipes that I've been having for lunches the past couple of weeks, so I decided I will just go ahead and film them and share them with you as well. I hope you enjoyed today's video, but let's just go ahead and get started. First up, this recipe turned out amazing, and I will 100% be making it again. This is a chicken flatbread with a Chipotle Ranch. You will need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. This will be to cook the flatbread, not the chicken. We're going to do that on the stovetop. For this, you can use pre-cooked chicken like a rotisserie chicken or leftover chicken that you already have in your house. For me, I went ahead and just cooked the chicken up on this day. This is just 1 chicken breast that I seasoned with salt, pepper, and a little bit of garlic powder on both sides. And I just cooked that until it got some nice color. When the chicken was done, I did just chop this up into nice small pieces. You want it to be really small pieces just because this is going to be like a pizza, so you don't want the whole chicken breast on there, obviously. Now over to a baking sheet, I'm adding my naan bread on there. You can also use any other type of flatbread that you want, but naan bread worked out great for this. There is no sauce that goes straight onto the naan bread. The first thing you're going to add is the chicken, and make sure you cover that nicely. Over the top of that, I'm adding some mozzarella cheese. This is probably about 1/2 cup of mozzarella. Then I stuck this in the oven to bake for about 10 minutes. While that was baking, I did just go ahead and make the Chipotle Ranch. There was about 3 tablespoons of ranch in here, and then I added about a 1/4 teaspoon of the Chipotle seasoning. You can taste this, and if you want to add more seasoning to it, go for it, but this was plenty for me. Once your flatbread is coming out of the oven, the cheese should be nicely melted and it should be crisp around the edges. Now we're going to start adding the fresher elements to this. I'm adding just a little bit of red onion. You only need about a tablespoon per flatbread. I'm also adding some fresh cherry tomatoes on here. Again, you only need a couple, and I went ahead and sliced those up so they wouldn't be in huge pieces. And then I'm also adding some cilantro, and I know cilantro can be kind of hit or miss, so if you want to skip this, feel free as well. And then over the top of everything, I am drizzling that Chipotle Ranch over the top. And here is what it looks like, and I have to tell you, I loved this so much. This recipe does make 2 flatbreads, so you can go ahead and make 2 and have it for a couple of days, or make it for you and someone else. Even though there is no main sauce on the naan bread, this is not dry in any way. It's so good. With the ranch and the tomato, it just turns out so perfect. I will definitely be making this again in the future. Next, we are making a hummus and avocado wrap, and yes, I share wraps all the time in my lunch videos, but wraps are my go-to for lunches on most days. I am starting with a nice big burrito size wrap, and then I have some garlic hummus here, but you can also use other flavors of hummus like red pepper or any other kind that you like. I'm just spreading about 2 to 3 tablespoons of that hummus into the center of my wrap. Now I'm going to add a couple slices of this rotisserie style deli chicken. This is slices, you can get it at the deli counter fresh. I was only going to add 3 slices, but I had 1 left, so I ended up just adding 4. On top of the chicken, you'll add any type of cheese that you like. I was using 2 slices of Havarti cheese. I did just break them in half so they would fit a little bit better. Now I am just using a small part of this cucumber. You do not need a ton. And I do like to remove some of the skin. I don't care if there's a little bit left on there. I just don't like it to have a ton of skin on it. I'm slicing that up, and then this is going to go straight down the middle of my wrap. Next, I'm just going to be slicing up some Roma tomato, and again, this is going to go right over that cucumber. You should only need about 3 to 4 slices. Now I am adding half of an avocado. I like to slice it at an angle because then it just glides right on to my wrap so easily. And then the very last thing we're adding in here is just a handful of shredded carrots to really finish it off. Carefully, you'll just want to wrap that up, and then I just take a knife and cut it down the center. Here's what it'll look like when it is all done. This one was a little meatier than I normally like to eat my wraps just because I was trying to finish up that lunch meat. And then I made some spicy ranch on the side to dip it in. I love veggie wraps with spicy ranch. It is the absolute best. If you haven't ever tried it, definitely do so. But like I said, this is my go-to type of lunch and I could eat this every single day. Now we're going to be making some easy pinwheels. I went ahead and just made these for my husband to take to work and for me to have for lunch one day. Onto a burrito sized wrap, I am just taking some of this chive and onion cream cheese and I'm spreading that all over the tortilla. You only need about 2 tablespoons or so. If you want to add more though, feel free, of course. Now I'm adding on just a little bit of mild cheddar cheese. This was probably a 1/4 cup, maybe a little less, and I'm just going to try to press that into the cream cheese. Next, I'm adding 1 slice of bacon. It might not seem like a lot, but you really don't need that much. And I'm just breaking that up into nice tiny little pieces, and again, going to kind of press that into the cream cheese. This is more of that rotisserie style deli chicken. This is my favorite flavor of chicken from the deli counter. It's usually the one I go for. Once I add in 4 slices of that chicken just to cover most of the tortilla, I'm going to roll that up super tight and then add it into a piece of plastic wrap where again I'm going to wrap it up nice and tight. This is just going to help it all stay together. And then once I get this all wrapped up, it's going to go in the fridge for about an hour or 2, and then after that you can slice it. These ended up staying in the refrigerator for about 3 hours, and usually the end piece is never very good. It's always going to be lacking most of the filling. So you can just eat that or toss it, it's up to you. I like to keep the plastic wrap on the end a little bit, that way it helps keep it all together while I am slicing it. As long as you don't put anything too liquidy inside of your pinwheels, they should be good to go for you to pack in a lunch. So here I am just packing those up for my husband's lunch. And he said they were not soggy at all, so that is great. And then I went ahead and just had these for lunch myself with a little bit of leftover pasta salad that I had in the refrigerator. Last but not least, we are making some simple egg salad sandwiches. I love this little egg cooker. I just picked this up from Walmart years ago. It is my favorite way to cook eggs. If I cook eggs in a pan on the stove, they never turn out right, so this thing is my saving grace. I did just cook up 8 eggs in there, and once they cooled down, I went ahead and chopped all those up and added them into a nice big bowl. Honestly, when you make these types of recipes, it's mostly going to be to your personal taste, but I'm going to try to list out the amounts that I added in here. First, I added in about a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise, about 1/2 teaspoon of mustard, a pinch of sugar, and then I gave this a really good mix together. You will want to make sure you taste it after you mix it together. I tasted it and I knew that it needed just a little bit more mayonnaise and a little bit more mustard and a dash of salt in there. I also ended up adding another pinch of sugar. My family always puts sugar in stuff like this. I don't know if your family does it like that or not, but definitely try it. It adds really good flavor in there. Here's what it will look like on some regular sandwich bread. You can use any bread that you want to, or you can actually eat this in a tortilla or even on toast. That is really good as well. But making egg salad like this is just a super easy lunch idea, and if you have eggs that are about to go bad, this is a really easy way to use those up. Thanks so much for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, you know what to do. Leave me a flower down below in the comments. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and I thank you so much for being here, but I will see you next time. Bye!